This one isn't recognizing. It's not working, nice. That's all it needed. Okay, so we are back joining the transmission live. This Madol Hulgo Hill as white versus Madol important match board 2. Some of the region. Once again, just a reminder, in the event that the team goes off, head chess champions in Africa. Hulgo Hill as white. Once again, just a reminder, in the event chess champions in Africa. It's absolutely. That's what I'm trying to figure out now. Let me try and make it.
The range isn't far. You're not.
We'll end up. Don't be touch it, just the way a little bit.
They venture. They're so small.
Just say first, just say that. Then second year, then yeah, depends on what of company 5 or 10. Then after that, that's why for agent, they normally do they leave their salary. Yes. 1 year basic people, they are usually paying 10%. Because after 1 year, 40% of pay.
What was selling the car for?
No. No. If you're paying 40K, 60K insurance, it's a one. It's a one. It's called general business. Normally, but this one is normal. That's why you're compensated monthly for this to motivate the agent. Because the agents don't have a salary. But they make money. You have to build your own. If they get you, some of them 10 people, yes, they need that. The agents even 300 people. They do 1.5 million.
And this thing you can drink at the same house.
Let me tell you, this lady, plan was when we to them we are declared. You find the farm assurance. Then you work back. And so I leave it from you can get 700 and it's only not this very
But I think you have the college they go to. College certificate of competence. You must have 9 months experience.
No, 3 months. We look at you and like now you told me I'm already and tell your quote right now. Because I'm saying money. I don't need money on the table. You told me I'm not like I know what I'm doing. I just don't come. I don't have other competition. I tell myself this month, that's good, something cheap, then I get another one to do a couple of things, then out of the take these that I want for
So the game you're watching is now Mehul versus Madol Panchol, board 2. We are waiting for the actual board, which is going to be updated shortly. Then we can follow the game.
Now, problem is
We had a bit of a delay because Madol Panchol. We're waiting for the actual board, which is going to be shortly. You can the game play because we're waiting you can the game.
Certificates I get.
Okay, so this is round 5 of Mavens Open Chess Championship. There are 2 sections going on. This is the open section, and so far it's been an interesting tournament. I just want to show you at this juncture what the pairing looks like, and to show you what the pairing looks for round 5.
we also get related that. There's a lady called Olympian. She's now the top Telo. She's the youngest 16 years. She entered the 16 years old. Now we're still knowing her a couple of years ago. Because she has 50 plus, but now we're looking to get other people. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's mother. And she put the money to see. She's problem. But at the end of the day, and the dog doesn't talk. You know you are talking talk, and the picture doesn't talk. You mean
It itself one, because how she itself for greater, but the agent itself for different.
But for general business, other model you can sell and I don't like it. But for life,
Who's the best in life?
number one. But distance
And you guys the assist. Don't you even be also trust system because it's like 40% is
no, Britain is good. Our capacity is huge. Now it's huge. Britain is huge. We are here to stay. Okay? Our capital is crazy. We have our assets. You've seen the tower. These are also a part of the. We are solving. Just solving.
This is where we are right now. This is round 5. Round 5. Brian Toboso versus Gongton Gong. Both of them on 4-4. They won all their games. Brian Toboso beating Kyle Cooker, which is this juncture we can call that an upset. Gongton Gong has indeed been one of the strongest players, the highest rated in this tournament, seed 1. We have on board 2, Mehul Gohil playing Panchol against Madol. This is what we have in the window right now. I have my QC person here, Arianne Hera. He's checking for me if he's flipping.
For me, that's what I can say.
That's like you grow. Let me tell you that. Now, the future, for the future ages will not be people have. Not that it is. You tell them it's 13 years.
Yeah. So I think at this juncture, we can confidently say that our audio has issue has been detected. We have an idea what the problem was, and hopefully that marks the end of it. And you can see me up there on screen. My name is Dr. Victor, one of the national members last year, a couple of years, 2018 champion as well, discussing what's going on in this tournament. I think we will keep checking back on the board whether we have live link up, because the live link is what we are looking for at this juncture. We are looking for round 4, hoping this has been updated. No, not yet. Round 4. I know Dennis is working on it. Dennis has done an amazing job. They've set a very good this tournament is praised. It is well done. We can take a look at a couple of games that happened in the previous round, even as we keep an eye on Bull versus Panchol. Panchol has made his move and let Mehul Mal on it. That game is in the early stages. We'll come back to it. Time in the first round. This is the game between Gong Thon Gong and Ian Mutuge. Gong won. It was basically became a Catalan, the classical Catalan. It became quite unpopular some time back to play the bishop to e7 in this position. Better was considered to be basically, instead of that, to bring the bishop here, say check. The idea is that you force either the bishop or the knight to come here. The best move is actually bishop here, then the bishop back to d6 or to e2. It's a very strange kind of move to see, but the idea behind this move generally is you're arguing that this bishop is misplaced. You really want to leave that space open, and you want to maintain the queen's visibility of that d pawn. Plus, there's always this risk that this c pawn could be taken, not now, but in such certain circumstances. For example, the instances can be taken. So the argument here is that you misplace this bishop, then follow up with either bishop e7. Ian, who understands theory, opts a different line, bishop e7. The Catalan can be quite of course, coming, and this position is known to be very bad for for black, sorry. This is a very passive position. This is principally why bishop to b4 is played first. Again, it doesn't look like there's much going on, but in fact, many games it's been proven that this particular position is not good. Look at the space advantage in the center, and that queen is well placed. There's a possibility that black may be tempted to play knight to f6, which is basically this move, to play the knight here. But then this move is in the wrong direction, because black has to find a break to open up his pieces either by that move or this move. These are the principal moves you want to pay attention to, but it is not a guarantee that this is going to happen, because this position is, this is why I recommend the theory. I can't get into all the details of it. Just remember my understanding of Hera, this position is pretty bad, and you can see why. The development, white has a lot of space in the center, space on the queen side, black is quite congested, pawn majority in the center. This is not a good position for black, and I recommend, if you play the Catalan, do not play this. It has been repeated over and over, not a good position. And in fact, yes, this is what I was speaking about. This move looks very tempting. Knight f6, because you're chasing a queen away, but that's a one-move threat. Naroditsky calls it one-movitis, where you see a move, I can attack a queen, attack the queen. But what's the goal here? You really need to find your pawn breaks, and those pawn breaks have to align with either a move or such a move. You have to prepare them. They can't happen immediately, but moves that we prepared. And I think you can see the computer is recommending here queen c8. Now this move, knight f6, this is a move in the wrong direction, and in fact now black is decided to pass and finally plays the correct move. Unfortunately, the knight ought to have been on e7, on d7 to support one of the pawns. That is now not possible, and Gong is finding the correct moves actually in this position. Now here he seems to have the recommended move here seems to have been just out to the center, so it's not clear what plan is with this queen move. It doesn't seem clear. I think what he's doing essentially is getting the out of this x-ray here. Very good idea. The queen was attacked here, but then wow, very strong passed pawn, the center. And suddenly, yeah, passed pawns are meant to be pushed. Passed pawns are meant to be pushed, but unfortunately, actually we are joined by Dennis Wambogo. Dennis, oh, come over, Dennis. Hi, Dennis, how are you? Dennis Wambogo is a gentleman who was in charge of the live transmission, and the fact that we can board here is courtesy of Dennis. Dennis, this is the second time that you're doing this. You are known to do a fantastic job with everything that you're doing. I think we saw a tournament of yours from Mombasa last month.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
We're just in the scope of, how we are doing things in Kenya. This is the third time we are doing live transmission, and every year it's new things. We started the first time was in Mombasa on 7th to 9th, East Africa Juniors by Lighthouse Chess Club. We broadcasted 6 boards. Then there came a Open, the first Grand Prix event. We broadcasted 8 boards. Now this is a much bigger event. We are broadcasting a total of 10 boards, and we can only get better every now and then, just to keep everybody updated on what the current status is and making sure the real action is being followed from wherever somebody is.
Okay, Dennis, it's actually very, very good that Kenya has gotten to this level. I know earlier on we've been trying to set this stream up better late than never. We had a bit of issue audio, principally because the camera seated that far end, and we are trying to audio on this side. Now it's a little bit better. Now you're also a quality control officer for the stream. I want to check with you. Have you had a chance to check whether the stream, the audio is now progressing without cuts?
My work is to keep on debugging in case there's an issue. I can confirm there is no issue. There is no issue with the audio. It can be heard loud and clear.
And it's not breaking anymore.
It's not breaking at all.
There you
So
go,
good
guys.
job.
And just a reminder to everybody that if this link breaks for whatever reason, because the second issue we have to solve going forward is activity, then what you do is you go to Raising Chess Champions in Africa, where it's streaming from. You'll find a live link uploaded every often. You can use that because you're not using a recurrent link. Remember, we're in round 5. Dennis, the question that the team is asking is, do you not have access to round 4? Because the board, the transmission we have is up to round. We can't see the live games. Am I missing something?
Well, the link that I've just shared about 10 minutes ago, all games and even the spectators can follow the game.
All right.
You refresh and then you come to watch.
And thank you, Lenny Mataiga. I think mentioning is a good job. Thank you. Lenny, one of the strongest players in the country. I think he's had a bit of a rough year so far, Lenny.
Marcelo. Also from Marcelo. I from Marcelo.
Thank you, Dennis. Whenever you see these links up, no, this is a guy in charge of that, Dennis Wambogo. Thank you very much, Dennis. Okay. And now we can go to the game that's actually live. This is the game between Panchol and Mehul. We can have a look at how that game has gone and where we are so far. D4, Mehul plays D4 almost routinely. And if you play knight f6, the possibility of the Tromposki, bishop g5, Mehul is actually a big expert in the Tromposki, and it's an interesting choice for someone to expect Mehul to get to this position. Both of these players understand their lines, and this is in fact the correct idea. It's a bit of a noisy environment. Please bear with us. Next, tomorrow, if we get a chance, to be a little bit better. A very interesting pawn sack by Mehul, but this is move number 4, so you can be sure that Mehul is very much in theory. What's going on here? Why would someone give up a pawn? A couple of things. Number one, a pawn is worth 3 moves. If you're giving 3 moves, development, then certainly it's something worth looking at. I'll have Mehul here after the game to let us know what he thinks, what's going on here. So this is in fact a very interesting line. Again, best lines that Mehul is playing recommended by the computer. A very interesting pawn sacrifice. And again, as you can see, is well, that's the first time when he's not made the absolute best move by the computer. The computer is recommending that you should go ahead and immediately play this move e5, displacing the knight. This move really, let's say you pick back. This is in fact one of those possibilities that can get into trouble very, very quickly. Because again, if you play a move like this, any moment this move is possible. Maybe not now because the pawn would be hanging, but at a later stage, then suddenly look at the position. Yes, you're a pawn down, but you have the full center. You're better developed. What has if black hasn't really started playing quite some time before you can join the game? However, played the knight, preparatory knight move first, and that allowed a move that doesn't look very likely but should have been played. And the reason why queen d8 should have been played is in fact because it's now from this position, this queen is x-raying this pawn. So now a move like this doesn't, because if it's played, then pick, and suddenly this pawn is hanging. Now the instances when this may not work, but in this situation it works perfectly. So it's a big miss by to not have played that move. Instead he played this move, and whether Mehul missed his chance again. So I have a feeling that these players must be out of book, and we saw Mehul thinking quite, for a long time in this position. He plays a Trompowsky almost always. And so to figure this line, I think this should be almost a no-brainer. And now, since the queen has left this, then I think that the possibility of a much earlier e6 becomes possible. So really, I'm not sure why Mehul didn't play this move. I don't know what he didn't think about it. And because after this kind of action, then really, I don't think this is really possible at this juncture. I'm not sure it is. Even this move, I think, becomes okay. Yeah, it's still reasonable because and again, the moves like this coming up, this is a real possibility. So I think that's a really big miss by Mehul to not have that move at that point. Instead, he wanted to stop counterplay with the b5 move. Not bad. To us, for sure. Suddenly now, of course, black plays knight to d7. The idea is to stop e5 permanently, and Mehul opts for quick development. Not bad. Still has a steady advantage, but then has room to play more actively. And I think now at this juncture, black is almost getting out of the woods. So white's advantage was really in chasing the knight in that square, but that doesn't seem to work anymore. I think at this juncture, if you have to try the move, then suddenly I think there's pick, and then this pawn is actually vulnerable. I think this should be, it can be picked immediately, actually, in this position, so it doesn't work. So anyway, that is Mehul versus Panchal. Mehul has played moves. I think that is out of respect for the opponent, but I think the slow moves are not called for. Again, it's understandable because in chess, what you want to do before you go attacking, and that's what Mehul did. However, he really had a chance to put up a very strong pawn, and he didn't do that. So let's go back and see what the other games look like on board one. This is Gongton Gon versus, what is his name? Akinyanya Branto. Both of these players are 4 out of 4. Also punching above his weight at this moment. The game has really gone for quite some time. It was a rating, knight e3, d5 standard moves. Now, this c4 move at this juncture has not been considered a very good move because it allows this precise move, giving black a lot of space. Now, it does look like black hasn't really developed much, but allowing for isn't really the best thing to do. It's a fairly complicated line. You better know what you're doing in this kind of a situation. And I'm not sure this is in fact a move in the wrong direction already. And suddenly we're expecting just from this early stage, if black plays perfectly, then white could be in trouble. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you must study your opening lines. If you do not study the opening lines, you can get into trouble and get into trouble quickly. a very good move. This is sort of Benko Gambit style. What you're trying to do is to make this pawn. It's very possible that black is going to follow, white is going to follow up with this move and just sacrifice the pawn altogether. But then remember that he lost the thread a little bit, and suddenly it's not so easy what black is trying to do. So what white is trying to do. So it's very possible that if he plays a few more slow moves, I'm sorry, it's gonna be an easy lights out in this position. I think black now has to play a3. I think okay, but it's a bit late, and fortunately he's been given the chance to go ahead and play it comfortably. It's a clear pawn up now for black without the usual compensation in these kinds of Benko Gambit kind of attacks. This is a reversed because it's black that is playing this, not white, but it's something that you want to keep track of and just know that this is happening in this position. Again, slight advantage here for he may end up with double pawns, but one of those double pawns is an extra pawn, remember that. And suddenly this position doesn't look very promising for white, to be honest. Surprisingly, in a pretty difficult position. I'm not sure why he has sacrificed that pawn. That pawn is just going to fall straight up, and I'm not sure you can get it back. I think that is. This is the position at the board. I'm trying to see what the idea is. If he picks the pawn, what happens? I see the recommending this very nice move, which sort of almost the queens. Very, very nice move, because this pawn is weak. However, what happens if you just pick this? Are you still not just winning? Let's see what is the recommendation here. It is just winning, really, and there's not much else. There's nothing much really that black can do. I thought that the idea is for him to try and pick here, but this is too slow to pick on b7. I think picking on b7 just allow a catastrophe. First, very good lesson. These are double pawns. This pawn is an extra pawn, yes, but it's also stopping something like a rook from coming behind. Let's say in a position like if white were to play this move, because of the double pawn, then this kind of a move becomes possible and becomes impossible because there's a double pawn. But now when you take this pawn, that pawn doesn't matter much. What matters is the pawn that's advanced, and suddenly now this is fully defended, and black will have a very easy plan. That passed pawn, this bishop is coming here. The pawn is going to be moved, pushed forward, and the 3 steps we will be there. Guys, I have to attend to the data conversation here. Unfortunately, we are streaming via mobile data, so every so often we have to go to our phone to ensure that we are up. We'll make improvements and get a couple of things running that would be quite important as well. Please keep commenting on the chat. Let us know what is going on so that we can understand if there's any additional thing that we need to. I heard someone, Mr. Baraza, whom I just heard his voice coming through on the other side. Mr. Baraza, how are you, sir? Please come in. Come into chat. How are you, sir?
Super well, and you?
Very fine, thank you. You recently accompanied Team Kenya to Russia, Mr. Baraza. Your son, Jean Pence, did an amazing job. Tell us about that trip. I think for the first time, we were looking at the performance and you could see the Kenyan flag ahead of Russian flags, ahead of Canadian flags, South African flags. We finished in the upper half of the table in an international event that was very, very strong. What was that experience like?
Well, thank you. It was a good experience. First of all, seeing the country as it is so huge. The number two, as we all know, I think Russia has the top brains in terms of chess, and also I think also their neighboring countries. So the experience was one. I think just having an experience of the young Kenyans playing against some of the future top world beaters, then getting ourselves where we are. And strictly speaking, we are in a good position if we maintain consistency, we practice, and also exposure. Then also Another experience that also motivated the young people is that we went to the chess museum, where we saw all that has happened in this world in that museum in Russia. A very good eye-opener.
Sorry, Mr. Barasa. So we were just talking about the best computer move in the game against Gongton versus Toboso, and in fact, Gongton Gon has played Queen to C3. Over to you, Toboso, and that was the #1 computer move, giving an evaluation of +3. Ladies and gentlemen, Gongton Gon from Southern Sudan is threatening to win this game. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I think the Russian Museum, I think, met with so many future top players. We also made very good networks, which we must optimize so that we have that continuous, consistent exchange between us and the Russian players. And also, I think just exposure to GMs, FMs, IMs, but most importantly the GMs, who are really, really helpful. So we made very important contacts, which we are currently utilizing them so that we can up our game. But it was a good experience for the whole team Kenya. Everybody at least impressed. I think we did beyond expectations, and everybody was like, wow, these black young people who are doing so well in a different country, which we did. They were top in African continent, top among the top the top half of the table, and looking for the next event. But it was a good sharpener and also exposure for us and Team Kenya.
Indeed, thank you, Mr. Baraza. Thank you to all the parents. Thank you to Chess Kenya. Father to Jean Pence Baraza, who was representing Kenya in one of our best performances by a Kenyan team out in the international event. Really, all countries in that region where chess grew were playing, and Team Kenya did exceptionally well. So while we were there, I've just mentioned to you the situation on board number 1. Gongton Gon has played Queen to C3. Fantastic move. The way these guys think, I hope we get a chance to understand from him what his thought process was. But remember, the idea is there's a dangerous pawn here. There's an extra pawn. Past pawns are meant to be pushed. Put your pieces in active squares. I think this pawn is weak. You can pick it up anytime. It's heading nowhere. And in fact, this is a serious threat. If now White makes a mistake of picking, then unfortunately you have two connected passed pawns, and this is lights out. There is nothing you can do. This game is done. It's over. You can go home, cry a little bit, and plan to come back another time, because this is a done deal. You cannot play. This is suicide, and this position will just be done. Now, the next game, we pay attention to a game between two very important young players in the Kenyan scene, Simiyu Jadon and Oluchiri Jeshurun. These are very, very strong players. I hope this will agree to load. Sorry guys, if you're a friend of mine and watching live, please do not call me. If you call me, then it interferes with the stream. It's charity. Please do not call me. So this is again very interesting that this game is already over. This is board number 3, Simiyu Jadon versus Oluchiri Jeshurun. These are two very, very strong players. I think both of them are 13 years old now, or thereabout. Once again, the Reti, and very simple development. I do recommend to the young players to please look at your opening lines. I do not believe, indeed, this move is line, but I don't think this is a typical line. It's pretty, doesn't of the fact that White hasn't played the most active moves, and it's not bad, but it's not really taking full advantage of every situation. And now, so far, White has been planning to make this break as a threat immediately to fork your pieces, and yeah, that's a serious blunder, because that just loses because you just attack the bishop, and that is it. You really you see this guy. This guy is hanging here, so you really can't pick back. This is just a this is where Jeshurun resigned, because suddenly this bishop is looking at the rook at the far end, and that's it. And the bishop comes back, because if the bishop comes back to e7, then immediately it can be picked. Oh, what an unfortunate situation for the young man. He must be heartbroken. He invests a lot in his. But again, I want to advise all parents who are watching. It is unacceptable for a junior at this level to lose at move 12, mainline opening theory. If it's something abstract, something out there, then yes. But these kinds of clauses can be avoided by paying attention to your chess. I know many coaches say don't do it. They say that, but the coaches are 100 to 1800. Yes, people, you don't want to become an opening theoretician, but when that is said, you're not trying to know lines up to move 40 or move 20 something, but you really should be able to get to move 14, move 15 comfortably without having to get out of it. Unfortunate situation. Let's look at the next game. This is an interesting game actually between the young Nathaniel Manyeki. Nathaniel Manyeki is the Africa under-9 champion, and yesterday he had a draw against multiple-time national champion Mehul Gohil. He got held him to a draw in the last round, and in fact, he had a winning position. I'll get a chance to find that game. And in this instance, then Manyeki is playing as black against the underrated South Sudanese Mayen Deng Ador. Mayen Deng is underrated, as you'll expect. Kenya was in the same situation. We're getting a few more players rated now, and this underrating really doesn't give. You can see an 1800 player from Kenya or from South Sudan, and you think this is a weak player. Well, you learn on the board that is not the case at all. So let's look at the moment. Looks like it was. This was a Sicilian, what kind of line was it? Main line. This is the Najdorf, one of the strongest Sicilians. And Mayeng is playing the Fischer Sozin attack. I do play sometimes. And I think at this juncture, yes, Bishop B3, this is mainline theory. And I see the Indian is one line, but in fact what Manyeki plays is another possibility. A very simple plan. And I do wish he played this very interesting move here. Because now, again, A3 looks tempting, but with A3, suddenly black is just fine. You remember you've played a couple of moves with your bishop. Telo, how did your game go? You won? Why do you look sad? Come. Let's go to the Kenya under-7 girls chess champion, also one of the people who visited Asia. Did games. This is Ariela Telo. She looks very sad, and I was wondering what has happened. Also happened. I know the coach, I know the father to this beautiful girl, and I think the coach is a little worried because she was not smiling. How did your game go?
I won, and it was actually a weird game. I was absolutely losing somewhere, and then you see, they were step to promoting, and I had a so since that I could not stop them and I was losing. They had 3 pawns. Since my king was closer to their pawns, I needed square could a pawn. So coming to attack my I only had 1 pawn. They had pawns, but one of the pawns did not move, and the others I was close to them. My opponent was really close, but what he did. So there were one square to promoting. So I came and attacked. So the king had to move down. Then now they promote. And then now I played a
Sorry, I child has really fallen. Sorry guys, my apologies. Sorry guys, one of children just fell, and that is one of the children just fell. Sorry. Hello, you're telling us that you. So what did you do when you saw that about to queen and they had more points than you?
So I played my until the past until the 8th rank. Since I was black and they were white, and they were promoting. So at the time that they had to promote, and I captured, then they captured. Now they just realized they were very far. So I moved my king in a diagonal, or else they will capture. So now I put my queen like that, like my king like that. They had nothing to play, cause they had to, cause now they started saying like he's like he wanted. I said no.
So you were able to stop the pawn from queening.
Yeah, and then in a place I found myself only with one queen and a king, and they only had a king.
So that's an easy win, isn't it?
Yeah, it
You
was
went to Russia. How was Russia?
pretty weird, annoying, and
Russia was annoying
kinda.
and nice. What was annoying about it? I thought you had so much fun.
Okay, I did have fun. The annoying part that I got stabbed by a thorn. And another thing is, it was sunny and the exact same time snowy.
It was sunny and snowy.
Yeah.
But you wanted to see snow. But you guys did have an amazing job. Congratulations. You guys were able to finish number 19. A very big international tournament ahead of many Russian teams, ahead of Canada, ahead of many other countries in South Africa. You guys did an amazing job. That was one of the highest you out of, which was amazing. It's the first time that a Kenyan team in an international tournament of that nature has had that score. You're going hopefully to another country very soon?
Yeah.
Okay. All the best, Telo. Your dad is very proud of you. Your coach is very proud of you. For those of you that, who's your dad and coach?
Yeah, my coach.
There you go. One of the good coaches. Is it important to study opening lines?
A lot.
A lot. Yeah, and she knows. She will tell you, teach your children lines. Okay. Let us look at a couple of lines. So the next game was, Man versus Den. We left at this position. Oh, interesting move. So this is one of the possibilities, and in fact, the reason why you don't play the bishop out is because of this precise sacrifice. The bishop doesn't leave until this move becomes possible, or when the bishop is still sitting back here, so that you cannot take this pawn. So again, Manyeki put a very nice sacrifice, picks the pawn, and of course the knight comes back to what do you call it? Back to F5. Now here you must pick with the bishop. I think picking the variant is a blunder. That's the knight. Okay, the queen will pick back, not the knight. So suddenly, okay, pick that guy. And fantastic play by the young man. The queen is aiming for that square. The sneaky queen aiming to go straight there, and this guy is hanging. So I have that this knight has to move, and that's not the recommended square. Get your king out of danger. And wow, what has happened? What has that done? Why does that look like a blunder? And he finds the absolute best move. This game is over. Done and dusted. If I don't think Deng is getting out of this one. Look at that, guys. What can you try? The threat is very simple. I want to play here. And
If I was them, I would block with the knight.
so block with the knight, that's what you play?
Okay, not like that.
What did you play? Tell them, say the move.
If it was white to if they would play put the arrow, if they would play there, I would block that with the knight.
Block where? But the queen is under attack, see? That's the whole idea, it's a discovery. Yes. So pay attention.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That is
Yeah, so I'm not sure why this is recommended. But the move I had in mind was actually to just chase the guy out of the way. Does it work? Oh yeah, the problem with chasing the guy out of the way is that now the bishop can't go to f5. Right? Yeah, so then what happens? Let's see. Where do you play? What's the move? Let's play here, for example. Let's see. Follow the line. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. This move still becomes very important because then that guy, look at me. See what happens here. For fun, let's move our queen out of the way. Oh yeah, there's problem. There's that serious problem. There's that very serious because this doesn't picked. Okay, so we don't have that option. We have to stop.
You have to stop that with the queen.
Okay, so how about playing this immediately? What? Oh, now the knight is protecting the bishop, so still trouble, still trouble.
The bishop
So
is a
what
bishop.
else?
Problem maker.
Again, this move literally threatens bishop to d, and this guy is lost. So I'm not sure what oh, okay, sorry. It's Dell who's actually winning in this position. I thought Manyeki was white. I don't know why I got confused. I thought that Telo was in a better position, but he's made a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad, can I ask you a question? What if, Papa, what if instead of playing this night out,
Mhm.
when
Instead of
when the night goes down, instead of, what did you play?
okay, Telo.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Instead of playing what this night,
Yeah, instead of playing that night, now, what if you would play the queen somewhere?
like where?
Like somewhere, for example, here.
The queen were here.
Okay, just an example. Yes, they might check, but like, it is.
That's a fork.
Yeah.
You'll pick with the queen possibly. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd want to move my queen away. You're right.
Yeah.
You want to get out of this a discovery. The problem is where can I move my queen? That's why I thought of moving the queen away from this danger. But I saw that if I move the queen away this far, now nobody is stopping this bishop from attacking that rook, and that rook is trapped. Look at that. Very difficult position. Let's see what Deng is gonna play. He has time to think. 40 minutes versus 1 hour. I think again Manyeki is playing very fast. We want to slow down a little bit and look at the position. Board number 5, what's going on? Paul Orlando Jr. Paul Orlando Jr. is one of the most promising players when I was taking the team to Ghana in 2018. I'm not sure how the player developed over time, but he's a player whom I and quality control is telling me the stream is good. So I'll respect that. As I request quality control to get us on, to dial for us *200 *2# here, and make sure that we are on and we're not going to go off. And we're going to choose some data option at some point. Okay, great. So this line, oh, I like this line. Telo, do you know what is to be played here? What's the move? Say the move.
It's knight a6.
Knight. Then what do you play as white?
Then you have to play pawn d4. Pawn d4.
D4, correct. And then after the pick,
And c times d4.
actually later on when you're playing in bigger games, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start playing this move. Don't touch a lot. This is the best move. But let's just play it. Oh, that's really what they did.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you, QC. That's the best move. Then this is followed, this happens, and then this happens. This is actually the best one. And actually the players played, and then the knight can come out to this square. That is by far the best. And then you can pick with the pawn, and life continues. Very interesting line, very complicated. Different from what I've taught you so far.
Yeah.
In this situation, this is one of the lines that was played. These players are very good in their lines. They know exactly what to play. This is theory up to here. I'm not sure about bishop g4. I cannot remember, but again, I think interesting turn of events. It's Haruna Nsubuga versus Paul Orlando. Haruna Nsubuga is one of the top-rated players in in Uganda, I think number 2 currently. He drew with Anish Giri. He's the World Cup. He's an extremely strong and underrated player. And I think a move like knight E1, that is a master move. And let me see whether that's the recommended move. It is a top engine move. I don't think this is theory. I think this is just a very good understanding.
I think
and what's
it's like, I think it's like a, because like the fact that they're playing everything that was recommended, and the fact that they're playing everything that's recommended, it really blows my mind. Because like sometimes I'm going to think that he is Stockfish level 8.
He-
But, like he's playing. I even have a feeling he's playing better than Stockfish, because this is like in books. Like it's theory.
It is. I don't know if this is theory all right, but let me tell you why he has done this. There's some good knight versus a bad bishop. So, what do you see in the pawn structure for black?
What I think about them.
What do you see? What do you see?
I see that there's 3 pawn islands,
3 pawn islands, correct?
double pawn.
Double pawns on which double pawns on which file?
It's on the C file.
The C file, yes. Double pawns in the C file.
And the worst part is they have a weakness in front of the pawns. Like
Which square is that?
it's the C5 square.
C5 square, exactly. Now, if you want to take advantage of that C5 square, what do you think you need to do? Which of your pieces in this position can take advantage of this?
The knight.
Exactly. So, what do you think this move is?
Like they want to play over,
Uh-huh.
and then next they play knight C2, and wait, is it knight C2? Yeah, it's knight C2. Then I have a feeling.
Nope. Play knight D3.
Actually, it's true. It's knight D3, and now they want to play knight
C5.
Yeah.
Now, next, a very good job, and I'm glad you recognize this thing. So that's the idea, actually, guys. National champion under 7 girls teaching us what the idea is. The pawn structure. What does the pawn structure tell you?
The pawn structure is telling us that they're giving us. Okay,
What's the pawn structure does? What does it tell us in chess? Not in this game.
the pawn structure always tells us like what to play and other stuff. But like the pawns are like. Let me see something. The pawns are the sword of chess. So like you move the pawn to get your pieces out. The way that you put your pieces, your pawns.
All
the way
right.
that
So it's a very long, guys. So what we want to do, thank you, Viva Chess, for your comment. Indeed, the plan is very simple. This bishop is a bad bishop. It's blocked by central pawns. Yes, there's some activity on this light squares. It has some space, but currently the pawn structure is saying, think about the C file. What's going to happen? We want to fix these pawn weaknesses. We want to bring our rooks onto this open file. We want to win these pawns and win the game. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. And so this is a brilliant move by Harun and Subuga. The plan is very simple. Bring out the knight to D3, control the E5 square, make sure these weaknesses can't move, fix them, attack them, win them. Hera, did you win? Good job. Hera is the sister to Telo. Their coach and father is very proud of what they've done. And this is why Orlando this move. Unfortunately, that move is a bit slow because it takes away, again, once this move is played, the pawn is already fixed, it's being attacked, and it's going to be extremely difficult to defend. So again, this is a questionable decision. It's interesting, questionable, because at this juncture, the theme is very simple. This weakness decide. Where will black play? Essentially,
I have a feeling they're going to play on the queen side.
Queen side, why?
Because there's a weakness, and the
Black, which side? Queen side black? Where is the weakness for black?
the weakness for black is the double pawns. It's on. Let me guys. Our weakness is only a weakness if it's being attacked.
If it can be attacked.
Or if it is.
If it is, all right. Very good. Telo, you have a good coach. Chess.
Yeah.
All right. So, activating the rook. Well, guys, this is this.
It's lost for black.
So one of the things that black is doing is a very good thing. He has a weakness here, and this was an isolated pawn. And one thing you can try and do is to exchange the weakness. Unfortunately, whoa, how did that happen? So white is, black can only play on the queen side, make a weakness on, what do you call this square, on b3. Unfortunately, by the time you win this pawn, you will be toast. You will be toast. I think this is over, guys. I don't know what the response is to this move here. How do you respond? I'm not sure. Is that what was played? Really? Is this not the best move? Let me just check. Maybe I'm missing something. This doesn't work? No, it doesn't. Okay. I'm not sure. Are we? Oh, we're out of. Guys, I'm streaming.
There's another thing that I can see in this position that, like, the pawns and stuff are really getting.
Yes, please. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm getting problems with data. I hope, guys, whether you can hear me or not, I'm not sure. My data is problematic. I'm having serious problems with data, and this is going to mess up our stream, unfortunately. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Telo, we do have to run through the games very quickly. Another game that is important that's running now is the game between. We're out of. Have you signed in? Oh my goodness, we're out of. Are we live? We are live, thank goodness. We didn't break. Okay, fine. So
Yeah?
let me know, guys, if you're still live. I just want to check whether we are live because the data situation has been a bit complicated. The data situation has been quite complicated, and now Safaricom is not giving us more data. I'm not sure why. Let's look at the 3 daily. Let's hope that goes through. Okay, that has worked. There's a minute or two of data, guys. So we'll make some further. It's a bit of an expensive process streaming like this. We are at the piano today, live streaming Mavens chess, round five going on. Nyola Waswamak is playing against Banis Gikandi Wamboi. Banis Gikandi, this young lady once played the under 12 open. Instead of playing the under 12 girls style, she had played the under 12 open and she won. Banis Gikandi. Banis Gikandi Wamboi, I think 2 years ago in National Youth Chess Championship, she decided she was not going to play the ladies category, she was going to play the open, and she won that category, ladies and gentlemen. Banis, and in this case now she's playing 6. It's such a strong open. Let's see how the game has gone. This is quite something. She English, very nice. English is a very simple, straightforward way to play chess. Unfortunately, the opponent is a gentleman called Waswa. A very strategic discussion. You see, so what Black has done is Black has given up his dark squared bishop. What does he do? He now places his on the dark squares. This is similar to what you see in the names of where you play bishop takes c3, then you put your pieces, your pawns on the dark squares, your pawns control the dark squares, your bishop controls the light square, and you keep it a closed position. Very interesting positional play. I'm wondering why Banis didn't pick and extrade queens in this position. The reason is very simple. If you have to pick back, yes, you're able to trade queens in this position, but look at this pawn structure. Absolutely difficult. You have a bishop pair, so what you're trying to do is to open the position. If you are in an open position, if you have a bishop, open up the position. Your bishops need space to move. If, however, you have a knight, then keep a closed position. This is why exchanges may favor Black. It's a bit of a complex conversation, complex discussion. know whether the weaknesses on the queen side is better than sort of pair. Those are the kinds of considerations you could think through. All right, so again, black has knights. They're looking to keep everything closed, but they're better off keeping the pawns on the dark squares. So this is actually a very good move. Keep pawns on the dark squares. Really, that's what they wanted the whole time. Pawns on the dark square. Simple chess. Simple chess.
And they have an isolated pawn, right?
Nobody has. Yes, the white has an isolated pawn. Which one? Which is a isolated pawn?
The A pawn, because they now have double pawns. They have. It isn't so bad for the pawn lands. They have double pawns. They have an isolated pawn. This is absolutely losing for. This is absolutely losing.
Can I tell you what White's biggest problem is? Can I tell you what White's biggest problem is? This bishop. How does it come to life? You know, you can move this pawn up one step, try to bring the bishop here, but that doesn't work. Still not getting anywhere. So this is really the, because of the pawns exactly, this is really White's problem. And the evaluation right now is like a whole 2 pawns down, simply because this bishop has changed from a bishop, which is a 3-point piece, to a 1-point piece, which is a 1-point piece.
The pawn.
So this bishop is not like a pawn, a big pawn, and it shows in the evaluation like -2. And this is because, ladies and gentlemen, the pawn structure tells you what to do. This pawn structure says this bishop is bad. You need to find a miracle to make it better. Banis is like piece down literally.
The
And
pawns are the soul of chess.
pawns are indeed the soul of chess. So said Philidor in 1890s or 1870s. I'm not sure when he said it, but one of the leaders ever. So suddenly the position is really, really bad. Banis is equal position. Her pieces cannot breathe. The pieces are locked. She doesn't have space. And black has a masterpiece of a game here. Black has played a masterpiece of a game. How are you, sir? So black has played a masterpiece of a game, and white is in trouble. It doesn't look like the piece down. Evaluation says that a piece down, and that's because this piece is not consistent. Where is white? Like, you have space on the queen side, no space in the center, no space on the king side. Black has space everywhere, has the more active pieces, has the pieces of the future, and this will be a lost position, ladies and gentlemen, despite equality. Another interesting game, Samuel, very, very strong youngster. Are we out of that one? Oh my goodness, we are. Yes. Kagambi Samuel versus, guys, someone probably has to call me if the data goes, if the light is off, so I need to know, because we need to get some sustainable internet. This position, again, Ben Magana is white versus Kagambi. Samuel, looking at it, yes, white has a lot of space, but it doesn't seem as if anything is coming of it immediately. It's going to be a slow squeeze. I have a feeling it could have been a London system. In fact, a job of a London to be precise. Okay, London system, Ben's pet project. In this position, I think that a very interesting thing. You see what black is doing. White is allowing black to take the bishop. Why? Because this bishop seems like it has a future right now. It's blocked by the pawn. However, I'm not sure that's the best idea. Probably it's a good idea, maybe not. Principally because it's very possible to castle for the, this is going to happen, like this are going to happen, and maybe at some point this is going to happen, and this bishop will have a future attacking a king. Most likely is going to castle this side. Interesting developments in this position. Both players are taking their time. 55 minutes versus 42. Ben Magana versus Kagambi. Evaluation says gives black a plus, white a +1 position right now. But I still fairly early. A couple of things can go on. It's Ben Magana. I don't have a good feeling about it. Let's see how the game goes. These youngsters are very sharp, but clearly understanding the position of play, maneuvering is something we need to work on. Kyle Cooker versus Chanel Mackenzie. Very interesting. Kyle Cooker, honestly, one of the players I expect 100% to become a master. against Chanel Mackenzie, multiple time under 12 girls champion. This lady takes her time, very, very good. Comes from the Mackenzie family with the Leah Mackenzie, national champions by their own rights. Very, very strong player. And interestingly, Chanel is rated 1543 versus Kyle 1961. Chanel is not worse. White, she's played a very good game. Again, the English is a very nice system. We saw Kyle play this system of a C3 and F5 against the English. It's a system he must have played. He played that yesterday. He must have understood it very well. And he has played it quite well. I think that bishop 5 is waiting to be chased away. Then it sort of gives itself for the night. And yeah, that's what should have happened. Now, I'm not sure where this bishop is going. Putting a rook here may not be a good idea because the rook needs an open file. Doesn't look like we're going to open. Maybe unless we're expecting a move like in which case it happens, but that's unlikely to be the case because I do not see a situation where black plays this move immediately because that just opens, makes this very good. Remember that the pawn structure determines what happens in the position, and right now it's more likely that black would be interested in activating this bishop by a move such as e5 rather than a move such as this, which activates this bishop right now. So I don't see this file honest, but it's not impossible. This is chess. This is how it's played. Again, what was the here? I'm not sure. Well, computers are just simply getting out of this square because it's projecting a move like this, and maybe this check, the bishop coming to this diagonal, just move the king into safety. Ask white, what are you gonna do? What I do? What is it? Where's the nobody has a backward pawn, Telo. Which one? Oh guys, we are not live. We are not live. We are out of data. Okay. So the data situation has really messed us up. We are not live, but the good thing is we are recording. So we can still come back and present all these things recorded. Telo, your games. Why are you awesome? My goodness. What? Hi, how are you, sir?
Salama.
Kabisa, kabisa.
You got my message?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I did not.
And then when you see Kyle's games, you'll get the message I was sending.
Okay.
Exactly what you got.
Which game was that?
Yakundi round 1. Collect system. The one of Zukatot. Then unleashes 5 points. Then whatever happens after that is a movie.
Okay.
Remember the class. Yola, remember the class.
That's nice.
Thank you. Thank you
Hi.
for that.
Thank you. I have a feeling it's not streaming anymore. This is my apologies, sir. This is Coach. Big man himself.
I was live when I was saying that.
Yes, you are live. This is Kenya's award-winning coach himself, Moses Andiwo, coach Team Equity, a multiple-time national champion, 2 times in a row now, reigning national champion, and coach of the year 2023, was it?
23.
Yeah, in Kenya. I mean, football, chess, all sports combined. This gentleman won the coach of the year. Coach, tell us a bit, what is the secret?
It's usually a team. My secret is teamwork. You'll be very if you get cooperative players who have a common goal and actually put in genuine hard work, delivering targets, different targets that you set throughout the year. So I guide, yes, but I also have building hardworking players. Yes, that's the secret.
All right, coach, thank you so much. I do think that this one is not live anymore. This one we have to sort of sort badai. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Let us sort out our data situation. We are going to come back in a while. We'll come back after. In the meantime, we can see. Actually, before we go away, coach, before you go away, at this position, I'm trying to understand why Mehul has his hands in his. Why does Mehul have his hands in his hands? Sorry, his head in his hands. His hands in his hands. Hera, what am I saying? What am I saying, guys? Is it hands? Is it?
His head in his hands.
His head in his hands. Let's see. What's going on? Out of data. Yeah, out of data.
Do you have a chessboard? No, but you can't even remember the position. Okay, do you remember the name of your opponent?
Yeah. No, I am taking a break. Under 15 round 4. Good luck, Hera. So this position, Gohil, Madol Pancho, Mehul is winning. Mehul is completely winning in this position. Wait, what? Is he just a piece up? Is he just a piece up? How did that happen? How did Mehul just win a piece? Wow. So I think we left off here when Mehul had for a slower approach. Okay, slow, but suddenly, yeah, he found the move F5. That's just a... Was it? Threatening checkmate in between, nice move. That's just a piece. I don't understand. And it's the best move. That's just a piece. What's the idea? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Okay, so picks the pawn, pass pawn is not enough. It's not, ladies and gentlemen, it is not enough. It is not enough. Ooh. Okay, this is not enough. And I'd probably pick this one. Not enough. In. So let's leave it at that, guys. Let's see the position. Let's look at the live position. Then we'll come back in a minute. Okay, enjoy the position live, guys. That's a live position. That's a live position. Okay, come back, guys. We lost transmission for technical issues. We are back. Please remember that every time we lose transmission, all you have to do is to go to Raising Chess Champion Africa. Let me open that site here so you can see this. We go to YouTube and go to Raising Chess Champions in Africa, where you can find the new link. We're going to do that together right now, actually. What I'll do is I'll do the full board. Look for this. Go to the channel. Good job, Sunshine, good job. Then you'll find this live view, and then you click on it immediately. And the moment you click on it, then you can expect immediately to find the live transmission. That's where we are. That's how you keep reviewing, keep checking, keep reviewing, and we should be live. There we go, and you just click on live, and we are good to go. So that's what I've just taken you through. I'll quickly switch out of that. I'm just telling you, look for this channel, Raising Chess Champions in Africa. Again, by the way, if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, because that is really one of the ways you can support the channel, support the stream, support the effort. And yeah, this is the channel, Raising Chess Champions in Africa. Go ahead, press the button, and you'll find the live here every so often. So back to where we are, round 5. Let's see where we are in terms of standings. Open section. The open section, as it stands now, we are in round 5. We do have an issue with data today. It's not always supposed to be like this. But you can see round 5 pairings across board. Akinyanya Toboso versus Gongton Gong, Hull versus Panol, Simiu versus Jeshu. This game is over. Simiu won in 13 moves. Mayeng Don Ador versus Manyeki Nathaniel, and Subuka versus Orlando. And we can do a quick run through, see how the games are going. Take a quick run through the games, see what they look like at the moment. We'll start with the first game. What's on your board right now? This is Mehul versus Panchol. I think the last time we checked, Panchol was completely lost. He's a whole piece down. The sacrifice was not sound, and Mehul has found the absolute best move. This is where we left it. I'm sure you may not have seen everything here, but what exactly happened was that in this position, Panchol is trying to play on the queen side. This is space. But he at some point allowed this move f5, and then he did this quite dubious move, basically losing a pawn for 2 pawns. This in-between move by Mehul threatening checkmate. You cannot move your knight away because this is going to be checkmate. Say for example, knight takes here. I think this is sorry, that arrow, knight takes there. Let's clear the arrows. Okay, knight takes here. Queen takes is checkmate. Not there. Come on, what's wrong with these arrows today? Queen takes here is checkmate. So you have to attack back, and then you just lose a piece. So I think the plan was bishop is coming. You thought he was going to take 3 pawns and take on c2, but no, Mehul is playing the absolute best moves, and right now Panchol is in trouble. Let's look at board 1. Gongton Gong versus Akinyanya Brand Toboso. This was over a long time ago. Toboso sacrificed the pawn, giving black a passed pawn on the queen side. Unfortunately, the sacrifice hasn't worked out in his favor, and I think this looks like it's about to be checkmate in a few. I don't see how black is getting out of this. This is checkmate in a few. Where do you play? Actually, I don't see where you're going to play. This is just a checkmate in a few. So yeah, this is a pretty unpleasant position, and yeah, this is done. So when that happens, that game is over. I think we can. The next one we looked at Jeshurun versus Simiyu. That ended, I think, in 13 moves. Versus Haruna Chibuga, again, Paul was in trouble at some point because of a poor pawn structure. This is where we left it, and there was a break, and suddenly what Haruna did is he allowed this pawn to move, without another attack. Then that was probably a drawn position. Paul played c5 correctly, and what happened here? Yeah, Paul missed the chance to, okay, really come and attack this other guy. If this is played, yeah, this is already quite challenging for White. So this was a chance for Paul to hit back, that maybe fearing his opponent. Guys, put your pieces, activate your pieces. This is really one of the things that you want to do. And Paul has just blundered. Why is that a blunder, by the way? Because once the king moves away, what happens? Suddenly you don't have a check. Doesn't look like you can pick here, because I think does this work? Doesn't at all, actually. Oh, is this move here? Okay, which is a very nice threat, and you cannot really stop this queen from infiltrating. So this is why you cannot pick that pawn. If you play a random move, let's say what? Let's just say this. Of course, this is check, and this is mate. And so the only move seems to be in this position. You really can't pick that pawn. Our Paulo Lando in trouble here. Let's see Waso versus Banis. Again, this position, Waso had taken up all the pairs in the position. This is very slow, a very slow game, but this is unfortunately end well for Banis. This is the understanding of chess position is a positional grind. Literally, the white pieces have no move. This bishop in particular is very, very bad. Pawn, white is a piece down, and you really can't tell how this come into the game. Not just now, but ever. It probably has to come here, then here, then here. Then you play a move like this, then you play a move like this, just to get it in, and in that time it will be checkmate already. So that will not work. This is a very instructive game by Waswa Mark of Equity. Then we have Kagambi Samuel playing versus Ben Magana. Again, Ben had a very nice steady advantage, and I think it's very important to understand the value of a space and piece activity. So White has a lot more space. White developed his active. Look at that bishop sitting on f8 here, and compare it to the counterpart. You know, when you want to compare pieces, look at that bishop compared to that bishop. And tell this bishop is employed. This is an unemployed bishop. Unemployed is not good. It's not good in life. It's good in chess. Get your pieces employed. This rook got a bit of false hope. It got a bit of false hope that it could come into this line and something. It still can, but not so much. This knight has something to do, but really it can't move. It's basically threatening. It can't move to any of the squares. Again, this knight and this bishop, but that's not really a threat. Reason being, this bishop is doing nothing. This bishop is blocked by its pawns. This knight was better off maybe even coming to this other direction on c5. So this position is really, really, really bad. For this position is very, very black. See Ben playing a move like this. This is not happening. This looks like a nice move to knight, but in fact it gives up a very important square, and suddenly the black pieces can breathe again, and that's not what you're looking for. So the next game we're looking at Kyle versus Chanel. Again, this was balanced, and it's still balanced. I think Chanel is a very, very good. The rating difference is Kyle Kuka, one of the strongest players in Kenya, not just junior players, but one of the strongest players in Kenya. 1961 is current rating right now, and that means that among top 10, I believe, I think about 8 right now, just behind the whole. who's at number 7 in Kenya today. A very, very player. He has a great future. But Chanel Mackenzie, champion right, holding her own in this situation and showing that she's here by right. The game we have not looked at. Candidate Master versus Jasmine Akinyo Cheng would have been a mismatch because Tuge is rated 1955 versus 1555 for Jasmine Akinyi, rating Elo points. Recently, newly minted Master. A very quick assessment was Spanish game, Rui Lopez with the C3 variation. Very interesting game. So far, so good. Jasmine has played a decent game, although once again, paid attention to issues of space. Once again, issues of peace activity, peace condition, and suddenly just lost a pawn like that. This is a game over. Again, very instructive. See what Master does. They keep their central pawn structure strong. Pick like this, then you do create for your knight to come to c6, except you don't, because after picks back, you still can't have piece activity. This pawn is weak. This pawn is actually isolated. The open file has now been opened for the rook. The rook can come into this file. Very, very nice play by these players. Again, ratings mean something in this position, exchanging off that weak pawn, and I think it's just a matter of time, a matter of technique. And there, was that sleep? Or the analysis after? I'm not sure. Maybe just a blunder. We'll check with the arbiters, but that game is over, and Mutuge has won. We have Mugwanja versus Adol Makwach. This is an upset because Adol Makwach Dao has been one of the South Sudanese players in East Africa who has been winning tournaments in the top 3, top 5 of tournament. Let's see how that game went. Again, nature, guys, study your openings. If you don't study openings, this will keep happening. I'm very happy opponents do not study openings, but it was in fact a miniature. We are looking at a very straightforward move. Again, Adol wins a pawn, but that pawn actually not only wins a pawn, it wins a second pawn and is actually better. And he keeps finding the right moves. Is that queen trapped? That queen is trapped. No, it isn't. Okay, it has pair all right. What was the move here? Just pick? Attack the rook? Yeah, because if this happens, just pick back, and you can always block either by the queen. Actually, queen is better. So this doesn't work really. So I don't know what Adol missed here. He should just have picked the pawn. I think he feels he already has 2 pawns. Diminishing returns, a strategy in chess. Or he just missed just a piece. I'm not sure. But he's still better, still marginally so. Interesting position. The game is over or not? I'm not sure. This doesn't make sense. Either we lost transmission or something. And as we are doing that, I think Gongton has won. Again, it's a very simple one. He did play exactly the computer lines that we spoke about. Okay, this is checkmate, unavoidable. You cannot stop this checkmate, really. Checkmate, this is the checkmate plan. I don't know what the plan is. How you can stop it, I cannot see it. And because it's a double checkmate threat, if the queen comes here, for example, to stop this checkmate, then rook here, you don't even make a queen, you make a rook, and it is still checkmate. Although Stockfish will give you an error, it prefers that you make a queen. Not that it makes a difference. It makes a difference for respect, for style. Ladies and gentlemen, 100% of the time, you make a rook to show your opponent that they should have resigned earlier. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to a murky game. This is between Panchol and Mehul. Panchol just survived a really bad position in the last round. Mehul had a bit of a topsy-turvy tournament yesterday, drawing against some of our younger players. Yeah, let's see. Again, we are having a bit of trouble with so every so often I hope every so often I hope that I'm able to get us up and running. Give me a call if you're not running. And I have to mind at this juncture, my beautiful girls, they have to find something. They must be very hungry, and I need to get them something to eat. They're doing a very good job in the tournament. Both of them are doing the games they can. Let's be sure that we are streaming at this juncture. So guys, I'm gonna take a break now and leave you watching this game. Perhaps what we can do is add I'll add it live, forgive me. But it's gonna be easier for you to follow the if this is available. So this is how we do it, guys. Just adding that, and this is for you guys. Even though it's live, I'm doing this for you so that you get to follow the game as it happens. Yeah. Then you make it very small and put it up there so you can follow what is going on that board. As I go and make sure that my girls who are doing a good job want to take a break. Check sure you guys have lunch. Finally. You're very happy. So please enjoy. We are streaming live now. Let me know where you're watching from and if you Mavens Chess Open, and I did promise this person. She's get upset because I promised to get her lunch, so that's where I'm going now. I'm going to get her lunch right now. But this is the game between Mehul and what's his name? I'll also make adjustment so that you can see. Because Misri right now is not in a good position. Let's see how the game is live. Let's see, it is live. See how there's a delay. No, there's no delay. The delay is very small. Only getting the feed within seconds. We're getting the feed in seconds. So we actually very the board is not actual. Very nice. Let's see how long before that display. Control has a way of getting out of these positions, but this is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one. Let's see if he gets out of it. Sorry guys, making for my daughter's lunch. Still parenting any new developments. So Deng has won against Manyeki. Unfortunately, our hero has fallen. I think we left when there was this pawn sacrifice was very good. It was by Deng, not by Manyeki. So I thought it was Manyeki, but it was Deng. Manyeki played well, which one is still equal. In text. Okay. But now this is where I think we sort of missed the opportunity because it allowed this very interesting discovery. Very, very powerful move here. So that should not have been allowed, but it did. It was allowed. It has happened. And unfortunately, that pin, you're not getting it. What a move. What a move, ladies and gentlemen, what a move. And it doesn't help because even after the rook has fallen, the queen is going to be chased away by the move. This move is going to chase the queen away. And I'm not sure. Yep. I mean, well played, Nathaniel, but unfortunately the opponent proved a bit too strong. Let's see, the other game that has ended is in Subuga versus Bando. This one was one that wasn't looking as well. I think Paul was in trouble for quite some out of the pawn structure. Indeed, a very important point. You may wonder why this game was lost. This game was lost because of this pawn structure. This game was lost. This move, knight takes, is not a good move because what that does is, you know, and maybe in this position, I don't know whether it was the only move, and you probably have to sacrifice that pawn actually immediately, because if you allow that pawn to be fixed, that's it. This game is over. There is nothing to discuss. There is nothing to discuss. You're going to lose material. You're going to lose a pawn at the very minimum. And unfortunately, your pieces are so far on this side. The center is very strong for hope. You can't move your pieces to the king side fast enough. This is one of the big advantages of the center. By the way, guys, the center is a bit locked. It has more space in the center, even as we say that. Black's pieces on the queen side. Suddenly, there's action on the king side, and black has to move these pieces to this side. This can't just happen. It's a very long path because you have these guys here that are blocking away the center, and it's making it extremely difficult for these pieces to move. So very, very important on center control, and and well, I think it was a bit of a mistake, not a small mistake, a very big mistake, by the way, by White in this position, because he has now, this is a weakness, and in fact, this, I dare say, this is a bigger weakness. This is what you want to and get rid of, because if you can get rid of this, then you can get rid of this bone. This bone in your throat, you want it. There's always a potential for this bone to move. So definitely, this is a mistake, and unfortunately, our youngster Paul was able to figure out the strategy there, and this is certainly picking is just a very bad idea, because now you have a protected pass pawn, and there is no way you're stopping. You know, this is just lost. So the rook is coming to d8, and this becomes that will help you. You're attacking your rook like this. Again, if you pick, this is checkmate. If you don't pick, then the promoting story. Plus, I'm attacking your rook, which I can just pick. This is a very simple plan. So that game is over. Mutuge Ian was over a long time ago. The game that would still be going on is what we are looking at, Panchol versus Mehul. Again, Panchol is a very tricky piece down now. He's a piece down for 3 pawns. And look at that, his pawn is still surviving as he's having an extra pawn. So very tricky customer this. There is always room that he can save somehow. I think the advantage has gone down a little bit. We'll see. Wow, that works. I'd be impressed if that. So speak the knight. It's gonna be. Can you pick it? No, because if you pick it, then this becomes a queen. So you can't. Let's pick it. This is bad. Okay, so this is. And who will win this? That's what's gonna happen. Who is gonna win this? Did you win your game? You know, I want you to know that you have potential to be the absolute strongest chess player in this region. So guys, this is hi. One of the chess parents. Yeah, so let's see. What's the other game that we catch? So Panchol is in trouble. Mehul is gonna win. That's my prediction. Let's see if that's going to happen. Jeshurun has lost. I think what I can do is I can put on the screen, show you what we're looking at. This is where we are. Gongton won against Akinyele Brand Toboso. Is in trouble. The time is equal, so there's no time pressure there. Simiyu Jedon won a miniature against Jeshurun Olchiri. Manyeki lost to Deng. Paul Orlando has lost to Haruna Nsumbuga. And Mark, this, remember what I told you, this, even though the pieces may even still be equal, this game will not be drawn. This will be won by black. It's very simple, slow grind, no hurry, no nothing. It's just a simple win. White is in trouble. White is in trouble for the entire game. And a very important lesson on simplicity. And even at this particular moment, if I just go back a step, in this position, the threat was just this: attack this knight. Where does the knight go? It can't go. He's gonna be picked. He's gonna be picked. So this is why black has played queen to c2, so that if the knight is attacked, come back down to this square. White is giving this bishop for that knight, but in the meantime, again, a very nice important pawn is falling. This pawn clears a light square. It's not a big deal at this point because they need to force this knight out. Black doesn't have a light square bishop to get this guy out. This prisoner remains a prisoner for the rest of time. Big pawn add value to the. No space for white on the queen side, no space for white in the center, no space for white on the king side, and serious trouble and danger for white on the king side. This will take time. It many moves because the position is closed, but make no mistake, have no doubt about it, this is going to end black wins, no room for mistakes. It's a simple black win end position. I dare you that in fact you could even give out an exchange in this position as black and you're still winning. The other game that we are looking at is Kagame. Magana was much better. Slow grind, positional grind that was very close to what Mark has done, not exactly the same. Very as well. I encourage the young players to study these two games, Mark Waswa's game and then Magana's game, to understand what positional play means. Your pawns are the soul of chess, the chair. In this situation, you can see how White used the skeleton of this position in this Ben versus Kagame. White used his pawn skeleton to make it difficult for any of these pieces to attack you. So now we are left with bishop versus this. This bishop really should. This is a Kenyan bishop. This is a Kenyan bishop that's for doing nothing. Sitting on F6, F8, it's not moved, not done a single thing. It's a ghost worker this one. Compared to one sitting on D, and you can already tell how bad it is. Plus, these rooks working together. This rook has activity. It's a lone man. If this guy could come here and this guy could come here, they're different stories. It can't happen. This is why you get this king onto this side. You know, this bishop can come out, develop your pieces. Black hasn't developed, and unfortunately, this is going to be a lesson on why development is important in the net game. At the right time, an attack is coming, a slow grind, but once again, this will be 1-0. Kyle Cooker versus Chanel Mackenzie. Chanel has done a very good job, played extremely well. It's getting a bit tricky now. Kyle is launching an attack. The attack shouldn't work, but it's an attack. So it's very, very important to know what to do here, play the right moves. And you can't just play a careless move. Let's say, for example, what move can we think about? Actually, it's not find, you know, the white position is kind of interesting. It's not easy to find a move for black right now. So let's say we try some drastic, let's just say a drastic, what is that going to be? It's try to play. So let's play a random move. A drastic move like this. Sorry. There's this threat. You can't just play a random move because this threat is coming. This, when it looks like you can pick like this, no, you can't. Because you have, does it work? It doesn't, does this work? No, it doesn't. Creates king to come. Not to that, but again, that doesn't seem to work very well. But instead of, they can actually just pick with the king, with the queen, and now after check, the king escapes square, and you can check here anyway because it's very safe in that square. The queen is protecting the square F1. So interesting situation here that what's going on. A very nice attack is developing here by Kyle. Remember, he's attacking with fewer pieces. Let me see how this works. This works because you play the same move. Suddenly, your queen is under attack. There's nothing you can do. Best move, by the way, if you play a random move here. Best move, say you play a random move, what is recommended is after this move, this is what is recommended. Simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple arithmetic. The king is dead. Checkmate is coming. Alright guys, so keep looking at what's happening. Let us keep track. We'll go back to... I think the says Kyle game is quite interesting in itself. I think very well. Promising juniors in their category. AP was not playing. Chanel stand 20 minutes versus Kyle's 29. Time trouble is pacing up. Possibility that becomes a problem in the next few. But so far, both parents of these children, both of them had every reason to be proud. Now again, instinctively, if you're ever playing against an attack, open file, queen and other pieces, if you can bring your rook to that file, you don't have to think about it. It is generally one of the moves you want to think about. Just keep in mind that this is a move that you'll be considering. And please note that whenever you see the screen going gray, this is because you're making the moves on our side, but in fact, the live situation remains as it is. So let's see what Chanel is going to play. We can go back to the pain and suffering for Panchol. Let's see what has happened out of it. Let's see, we left this position here. Panchol had just put the knight. Top move by the computer. Click back. I think here no alternative. He has to look that he looks at, which is basically snake of green. Or is it planning to win? Is that his plan? But that doesn't work because of this. Okay. System move. Or actually even just here. If you come back, then this net over here is a very important one. So this position, I think if Control was counting on this move, too late. It won't work. So he literally has to go through this line, which will allow simplifies. Rook will take, bishop will take, queen will take back, and yeah, this is a tricky one. What's the balance? You've lost one of your 3 pawns. It's 5 versus 6. Bishop is a knight. The bishop is a good bishop. Then by the after here, that's the only open file in the position because this is going to get blocked. But this is, I'm predicting as well who's going to win this game as well. So let's see how it goes. That is predictable. This is what's going to happen. This is where we are in the game. This is where we are in the game. So let me get out that and come back to the live position. That's it, guys. Let's keep track. We keep checking every so often happening in the junior section. Round under 9 category, I'm an interested party. I keep looking to see if any of my students is doing a good job. The students I'm interested in Telo at this juncture, who is playing his end right very, very strongly. Let's say that has been a pretty interesting tournament. Telo is playing black against Alice White. She has to be extremely careful of players, both of them. Let's see how that game will go. At the same time, we can come back to which category, under 15. Let's look at the standing. 4 of 6 has just been played, and yeah, this is strong players. We haven't been able to cover this, but we will at the same time. So that's it, guys. Mavens 2020. Mavens first Mavens Open at the Piano in Westlands, Nairobi. Very well organized tournament. You can see this is, if you look around, this is where players can hang. They're playing one of the other section is on. Come, tell us. The mic is up there. How are your games?
Good.
How?
It's the first one, but I have 5 more. Right now, games. But
I guess she knows your name, everyone here knows your name, but the guys watching have no idea who you are.
Bria.
How old are you? So far?
It's good.
Okay.
My last game.
Last game, how many points now?
3.
So 4.
Yeah.
Good job. What about you?
My name is Atara. Yeah, I'm also playing in the same category with her.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Ariel, wait a minute. that is it. A couple of juniors who are playing chess with us. And please keep in mind, take another break. The plan is very simply, you can see the whole game has gone exactly as we had predicted. There's really no other way it could have gone because it is what it is. This is a pretty difficult position for Black. It's not over, by any means, it's not over, but it's difficult. Let's see how it goes. It's not over, but it's mighty difficult. We'll come back.
what Dutch she wants to play that they're learning Stonewall. I'm forgetting the name.
That was round 3 or round 4? It was on, let's just see if we can pull up that game so that we are all on the same page. That was correct. There's a point at which, yes, you're saying something.
Yes, so I think I a lot of time after F5, so I couldn't call what I had prepared versus the Dutch. So, but I didn't want to play D4, so I thought of what to do, but I didn't find a clear solution during the game.
You're improvising?
Yes, I was improvising during the game.
Yeah, I think Hera has prepared this particular one. So, despite you played a very good game, actually, I think the game was kind of fine. Your position was coherent. You delayed as much as possible.
Yes, but I think, you know, he was about to push E5, so I started to go with it.
So here he was 5, and suddenly the computer felt you're still marginally like not like a big advantage or anything, but just like a +6, +5, 10.
No, I don't think it's a +6. I think
Sorry,
it's a 0. Yes.
0.6 in the position.
Well, but that is something that only Carlsen can convert. So
only conversion, but you're not worse. That's the important one. And you've improvised against Kyle. Did you know that Kyle is a very strong player going into this match?
Yes, well, he plays for Equity, so I know he's strong, and he also beat Methu in the league, so I knew that he's not a weak player.
Yeah, so there was an interesting moment when a knight suddenly picked something that looked like it wasn't pickable. We'll just come in that position. Tell us a bit what was going through your mind. You actually missed a tactic in, I think, was it here? In this position, yes. Did you see that you could actually play knight to this move that is being recommended right now? That your knight can actually teleport to this square and create havoc. See this move? That you could play this. Did you see that?
Abu just played, I'm seeing it right now.
Picks. You're attacking the queen. Wherever the queen goes, well, we can't come to this line. Really, so maybe just this move. And then what happens? Get back your piece. They tell the children, do you know what PP is? Do you know what PP on the PP means? Do you know what it means? Put pressure on the pinned piece. So there's a pinned piece here. And that pinned piece is going. So fantastic opportunity that in this position, and chess is like that, very unforgiving, that there's a pinned piece. This, let me ask you, between this bishop and this knight, which is stronger?
The bishop.
Why?
Because it can move a lot of squares.
But in this, not always, sometimes the bishop can be blocked.
Yes.
But in this instance, it's very powerful, very long diagonal.
Yes.
And that's a pinned piece.
Yes.
It's a pinned knight that's going nowhere. It has no squares really.
Yes.
So this is the time to ask Martin Joroge, why did you exchange your strong bishop for a weak knight?
I didn't actually consider what you just shown. I think I didn't even consider. On B5 I was thinking of pushing a pawn. I was thinking of knight e6. I didn't consider placing a knight on b4.
Okay, it's easy when you see it, when someone points it out, but when you're playing, it doesn't really occur naturally, right? McLeod will see it all the time. You'll see that move all the time, right?
It will take some time.
It will take some time. So it's not like the most easy. Nonetheless, so Kyle just gave one chance. After that, exchange knight seems as if you're worse. Exchanging a number of pieces. Tell us what's going on, what you're thinking.
Well, I want to get rid of my dark square bishop because it's very fast, and also my knight cannot maneuver to because there is an attack.
Yeah.
The pawns are already very well placed. So my knight cannot get d4, cannot get e2, cannot get knight. Only knight a4. So I think in this position my problems are the bishop on b2 and the rook on a1.
Absolutely. sort of feel that this night in particular, the Bishop Bar, yes, but I'm wondering what's the night?
I just played 94, but it was a very uncomfortable move to make.
Yeah. Okay, so just we lost a bit of sound at some point. Um, yeah, so guys, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, guys, I'm not sure you can hear me, but we are trying something different. We've to make the sound better. Hopefully, this works. And if it does, then our future streams are actually going to be a lot better as well. Please bear with us as we try and add some volume. Do this real time, which I'm told is not very professional, but I'm not a professional. Can I say video guy? So sound is good. Thank you, sir. I'm increasing gain a little bit. Is there value in increasing the gain?
The video, sound is okay now.
But the video is choppy.
Now I think it's fine. Maybe just stick that down. Just unhalted the sound.
Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you, sir. So this is Baba
Baba Jasiri.
Baba Jasiri, who turns out he understands these tech issues way better. If you think the sound is better, rest assured the reason for that is because of this gentleman. And we've really struggled with sound the whole morning. Suddenly, I think it's going to be much, much better because now sound is coming directly to our laptop and big improvement. Thank you, sir. Really, really appreciate. How old is Jasiri?
Glad to be of help. Jasiri is 8 years old. He's been playing chess for about a year. And getting quite some help and coaching from Mavens chess club. And he's doing pretty well. Like,
How old is he?
he's 8 years old.
8 years old, playing under 9 category.
Yes, under 9.
9 category. How many points today?
Today, so far, he has 3 points.
Oh, and he's just
Out
for a year.
of 4, yes.
I think you made a good choice. Why Mavens? Why Mavens Chess Club?
We came across Mavens chess club from the school. The school where he attends. And slowly by slowly, we got to connect with the main coach there, Coach Amoy. And yeah, it's coming together. It's a good journey.
Okay.
A journey of ups and downs because sometimes things don't go as planned for him. But how we look at things is that chess is one of those things that teaches you life skills. So even in life, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. how do you handle that? So for me, whether he wins or loses, the best thing about chess is that he's learning life skills that will help him even as he deals with whatever life throws at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, throughout this morning, I'll focus now on what you've done. I, I'm not slouching this kind of thing, but I'm a doctor, so this is for fun.
Okay.
But something struck me that you're way ahead of me in this kind of thing. How is that happening? What is what's the secret behind this?
So basically, I started off as a photographer, but on a day-to-day basis, I run a production company. So we do quite a bit of video and live stream. So it's something that
it's your day-to-day.
familiar with, yes. But I actually started off at church, at Mavuno Church. I started in the media team a few years back in 2006. Yeah, and actually even before that.
Wait.
Way before that, I started.
2006 is a few years back, guys. Take notes.
Don't calculate my age, please. So even previously, I was at Deliverance Church before that, and that's where I began. The media team, and slowly by slowly, I've gained the experience over time. So when I find myself in a space where I can be able to um, lend my expertise, I'm glad to do that.
What's your company name?
The company is called Rubani Pix Limited.
How do we reach you?
If on our socials, if you go to just search for Rubani Pix, spelling is RubaniPix.
Rubani as for pilot.
Yes.
Pix.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. I think if the sound is better, credit to him, and he's actually helped us quite a bit in small details in this event. I think a great addition. Thank you, Lenny. Lenny says the sound is much better now. That's because of Paul. Rubani Picks. Look for them on the socials. Asanteni sana. All the best.
Thank you, Victor, with what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, sir. Really
It's a
appreciate
great initiative.
Asante sana.
Sawa, sawa.
Kujengana pole pole. So now our audio is back. Audio is better, guys. We are shortly going to gain back view from the main screen. Let's take time to look at you can come and say hello, then you go back and vote yourself because there's a bit of a delay. Some chess parents, chess guys, chess parenting is hard. Like, so I'm telling you, there are full professionals sitting behind me, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully I'm going to turn I'll actually turn the camera to face them so they can keep laughing where they're laughing. But imagine, they've been here from around 9 in the morning, and they're just sitting in telling stories and you know.
Video HDMI source.
HDMI source?
HDMI, the video over there.
Well, I said it's here. This is coming. You want to
the video, stop the video from.
Yeah, I thought I've muted it. I have. Yeah, it's come. Fix. Yeah, fix it already. It's okay. So let's go ahead and do that, guys, because they're laughing at me here. You can see them laughing. Let me cut them before the laughter disappears. Yeah, those are chess parents. And yeah, please tell us your names.
Faith Baraza.
And
Peter Gadungu.
you know, in chess parenting, you don't remember the parents' name, it's always the juniors. Tell us about your children.
My child is playing under 9, Maria Zara.
Okay, how many points?
She has 3 points now out of 5.
How long has she played?
A little under 2 years.
Very nice. What about you, sir?
My child is Jasmine Anyango. Now 9. She's now at 3 points. She's less than 2 years. Yes.
Yeah. In the last 3 years, chess has really grown, and I've seen a lot of parents bring their children in. So tell us your story. Why chess? How did you get into this as chess parents? And then you come to, you know, there's a lot of work. You guys are sitting here. You're not even watching Netflix, like you're just sitting. Chess parenting is hard. So tell me first, why chess? How did you get into it?
For us, we got into it by default because we found the coach training another child that we had visited. Then we just joined the game. We hadn't thought about it, but we enjoy it now.
Wow. Wow. What about you, sir?
For me, it's I know a little bit of chess, so I have a board at home. So I started playing with my girl. Then I found her to be very, very talented in that area. So I decided not to expose her to it.
She beaten you?
Yeah, separately. No, but I don't. In fact, now me chess, I only know. Yes.
The future is very bright, and it's because of parents like you. But what people don't understand is that chess parenting is a big sacrifice. It's very, very expensive. It's time. You know, tell us a bit about this, please.
Because then the training is quite some work, some investments, and then also the tournament happens on Saturdays. Then it means your rest days you're here doing parenting. So it's involved.
Is that your experience as well?
You have to invest in it. You have to give it that time because you need to support your kids. So, like, playing most of the Saturdays, with my child from morning till evening. It's a good thing because I know by the end of all these, you gain much exposure she requires.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that is two of our chess parents. And you can see the whole place is full. I'm just gonna turn the screen a little bit around. Parents and kids, you know, this is such a, oh yeah, there the guy, whoa, yeah, who's your daughter? Yes. You see the champions, can see some parents waiting patiently on the other side, and it's quite some work. As Anthony Sana to all the chess parents in Kenya today. It's not been an easy thing, dear Lord. I see my sunshine has come back. She's playing a very strong player. She doesn't look happy. I have a feeling that she may not have won her game. How did it go? It's okay, sunshine. These things happen. You're playing a very strong player as well, and you're going to get there. So let's get back to the situation on the board. I think all the games are over. All the games are done. Actually, all the games are done. I'll try and get Meul here. I'll try and get Meul here to take us through his game. This is, in fact, let's see how this game ended. But it was really after the sacrifice. Sorry, this is a game between Ben Narano and the control game. This is easy. Once it went to an end game, no two ways about it. I think I called it early. There's just no way out of it. Just lost it. After this, we left it somewhere here. Okay, so far, Panchol is doing the best he can. Unfortunately, in such a position, it will never be enough. It will never, ever be enough. Wait, did you miss a chance here to play something else? Like this check, I thought. No, it doesn't work because yeah, that's the reason. So yeah, this is a done deal. Good job. Congratulations, Mehun, for winning that game. I think you converted flawlessly. It comes down to this one blunder. Panchol should tell us why he did this. This is a mistake. I think what it means was that after this, before taking back the knight, this was going to happen. Then checkmate, and that is it. Because if you don't do that and you pick here straight away, then I think black is even better. Oh, it's still not better. Surprise. Very interesting. Oh, this is what it is. So a piece is a piece. This is a chess saying, and it's very important for someone like Panchol to remember that in future. The other game that you were waiting for that has also ended is the game between Kagambi and Ben. We wanted to see how this ended because we left it some time back. We left it somewhere here. Let's see. I think we've seen this position. Okay, wow. That move is possible. And Ben doesn't use it. Oh, yes, because the bishop is, of course, stopping checkmate. So you can't just pick. Because if you pick, then this is checkmate one. So really, there's nothing else there. That's done. An extra one. This is double the routes. Really, also fighting wonderful thing by Kagambi to decide in that position. His time was so bad. 6 minutes versus 19, nothing to play for in that position. Better not spend too much time. Sportsmanship. Good job, Kagambi. I think he should be around 15 years old. The opponent, Ben Magana. Ben Magana also much per time national champion. There's only one player against whom I've not gotten a single point or a half a point in my entire career. That is Ben Magana. Very ashamed to say this, not ashamed, but really that's the reality. So hopefully that will change. He's a very, very strong player. A very, very strong player. So we left this position here. Now the night has gone. The night has gone. The night has left at least where it had some hope to go to the other side where nothing's happening. And it's actually still lost. Checkmate is threatened and cannot be stopped. All the way to mate by Banis Gikandi against Mark Waswa Mark. Well played. I think I called this game very early. I think it's very instructive. Learn this game, watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joining us from the tournament that's taking place at the piano in Nairobi. This is the first Mavens Open, Chess Open, one of the Grand Prix events, very well attended, very well organized, fantastic event. We are going to do our best to present as much of this as possible. Again, if it has its own quirks, this is with us. This is work in progress. We're going to get better from time to time as this progresses. Fantastic, fantastic event, guys. As I commented on this, I'm also going to do my best to give a few tips, especially for those who are new to chess. My name is Dr. Victor Ngani, the 2018 National Chess Champion, multiple time chess Olympian. Just now, the younger generation has gotten me out of the top 10. But in reality, we really need to give the younger generation a lot of support this season. All the best. We are going to try and get a couple of people here for interviews. In the absence of that, we will be we're gonna get a couple of guys here for interviews, just see how the games went, and hopefully we can have a third round that runs much better than the previous rounds. Asanteni sana. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy. Watch us. No, they don't stop me. When they're home, I know, right? It's like, this is things to Yeah, a little bit tired. we have a smash. What was it? Not so much better English. Personal. Join us on stream. What should you do? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your chess journey. You've been quite consistent lately. And take note you're live on stream. This is Vaishnav Voro. I hope I've gotten your name correctly.
Yes, that's
A
correct.
member of what do you call it? Nairobi Chess Club. Very, very strong player. But once in a while he forgets a move during the game and something goes wrong. You ever crush him and he played perfectly. Very, very committed chess player. How's it started for you?
Oh, very nice venue. Yes, very nice. You see a lot of people. Yes, the strongest, the Simbas of Kenya. Yeah, and I'm glad to be between them.
How many
Yes,
points do you have now?
three
Three.
from five.
I think 2 years ago, you were playing some very strong chess. You must have been working extra hard on your chess. What was that?
No, I'm studying. Yes, I'm studying.
Even now, you're
CS.
still.
Yes, yes.
How much time do you put in chess?
Each day, a few hours.
Where do you get the time?
Huh?
Where do you get the time? Elon Musk is your brother?
No, I work remotely, so I have possibility. I had. Now it's a bit changing. But anyway, let's see.
So speak silently so your boss doesn't get to hear what you're doing.
Sorry?
Speak softly. Your boss doesn't get to hear that you work remotely, so you get to play chess a lot.
Yes, yes.
And when did you start playing chess?
When you what?
When did you start?
No, from my childhood, yes. I was around I think around maybe 12 or something. I was pretty good. Yes, I took prizes. Yes. But one time when I understood that or I go there or I live normal life, yes, and I decided to live normal life. And now I decided to go back.
You regret having chosen normal life over chess?
Yes.
You regret it?
Huh?
You regret it?
No, I don't regret it. It was my conscience choice then. But now it's a different story. So I understood that I couldn't live without chess. So and I went into them more seriously.
Okay. Vaishnav Vorom, one of the players who started chess as a young person, then went to work normally. Because let's be fair, the instances when chess may not pay the bills, that can be very hard. So you have that in the person as well. And that actually works in your favor. All the best, sir.
Thank you.
The event well organized?
Yes, very much.
Thank you. All right, we'll get you a couple more players to interview and stay tuned. Why you not plug this in the glass? not sound, guys. DJI make meanings. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to figure out to make the sound better for you guys. That's what you're doing. So don't go anywhere. We are improving progressively. We figured out internet. Now we are going to figure out sound, which has already been sorted. Then we figure out now the flow, and then we are good. Let me get a couple of guys to talk to you guys. Night. You want to train our
So I'm back. So guys, yeah, and I guess my game it was pretty the English opening, and I lost because it was not very easy. It was like I'm playing like a very strong class on and other stuff. And you guys, he played the English opening perfectly. Like he played whatever like the English people normally play, and I couldn't really explain what to happen.
what's going on? Hi, Telo, how are you? So, guys, we have with us the great Panchol Madol. This guy, let me just make you Panchol if you don't mind. Okay, sir. This guy has won, I don't know how many tournaments in Kenya. He's a serial tournament winner. He's one of the highest rated players in East Africa. Feared in Kenya, Uganda, and South Sudan. We haven't counted Tanzania, guys, because there have been not many tournaments. Panchol, how are you, sir? I'm good, and you? Very fine, thank you. We were following your game. Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like it went very well.
Yeah, of course.
Uh-huh.
Uh, at some points, it was hard, but toward the end, I had a move to draw the position. But I felt greedy and go to fight a bit.
You had a dream move.
Yeah, so I had to, yeah. The F5 would have been a better continuation other than H6. That one can easily draw.
Okay, well, let's open the game. We have a look when you can tell us what exactly is happening. And even before we get there, we just want to understand your move. Knight takes e4. We just want to understand what was going through your mind when you did that move, boss. Help us understand.
Yeah, actually, that move took me like 15 minutes or 10 minutes to figure out. But the reason is very simple. Take it back. Yeah. Forward. Yeah.
Let's turn off the engine for a moment so we can look at it. Okay, so you knew Mehul was going to play the Tromposki, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like this one we played before and I lost. It was 2023.
Okay.
The same line. I lost, but I thought there I'll get a better continuation. So here we play bishop back, queen 26, rook queen b6 e4, d6 f4.
So in this position, the computer was speaking about this move. What would you have done?
Okay, that move. That move I could have just played knight back.
Where?
I don't need to pick knight back.
Home?
Knight to
D7.
d7, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's e6. E6 is coming.
Not e6.
Okay,
this?
sorry.
This?
E6.
What do you play here?
Maybe pawn capture g6. Pawn capture on g6.
I don't like your position.
Yeah, but
let's say the computer says
bishop c4.
Bishop c4.
Bishop c4, bishop g7.
Queen e2, I'm guessing.
Queen e2.
Yep.
After that, Castle, maybe I can castle. That's the move I will play.
Castle, castle. So, like, you may be wondering why Fajol and I are not thinking about, because really there's nothing to think here. This is development, center control strategy, improving your pieces. But they completely agree with us that even though you have an extra pawn, because of the center is
the center is already controlled.
you don't have space. Your pieces.
I know. When this pawn is stuck on the b2, the only counter for white hat is e4 break, e5 break.
E5 break.
So I've tried to stop that e5 breaks all along, but eventually it didn't work out. So continue the game. Yeah.
At this juncture, it looks like the opponent has did a slow move.
Okay. Yeah. The reason why I stuck here, okay, after knight c5, knight c5. So here you can easily come with knight g5, h6, knight back, then there is attack. The attack is too much on the king side.
Sorry, you're afraid of this move happening?
Yeah, that move is the likely move to come.
This move, and then you're saying you're gonna play this?
Okay. Yeah, if I play h6, you come back.
Then the knight comes back?
Yeah, then there's attack on
this pawn.
On h6.
But what if you just leave it?
Huh?
What if you just leave it? What if you don't play h6?
What will I do? They will play pawn capture. Pawn capture at g6 and then rook sack.
I get your point. Yeah. So basically, okay. So what he's saying is, let's say, for example, let's play a random move.
Yeah.
What random move? Let's play
b5.
Like
let's say b5.
Yeah. So this move.
Yeah, that's the move I don't like. Then I'm supposed to play h6.
But it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Because
not
there's
forced. Not forced.
But what can I do?
Let's
put b4.
For the sake of
b4. Then he picks sack. Bishop take or rook take. Then there. It can be defended. After that.
Is that the best line? Let's check.
Maybe. Yeah, it can be defended like that actually.
Let's see.
That is what I was worried. Zero, yeah, can be defended. So that's the move I was worried about. That is actually I was going for this b5. My initial plan was b5 break so that I can get my opponent on that.
Let's see what's the computer recommending here.
Let's see.
Saying you pick.
When I thought of that move, but I fear about knight g5.
Knight b5.
Knight g5. What can you do? b5. I thought of those moves, but
yeah, now you just have to take time and calculate.
Okay. I thought about pawn capture. That was my initial plan. Then I changed in between, and then play b5. Or alternative, I was having three candidate move: sack, b5, and which other move?
Sorry, may I take this? Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Yeah, this is better. Let's sit down a little bit. So, what you're saying is in this position, you had the option of
pick that.
Yeah, but this now you see the problem is after this pick, you're like a whole piece down.
Yeah.
Wasn't a blunder?
I know. I did it intentionally. It wasn't forced.
But did you see it wasn't forced? Did you see that it's just losing a piece?
Yeah.
But you thought that you had enough compensation because of your past
pawn.
Okay.
Yeah, the move I did not consider that move, pawn pick. I thought the queen pick and then bishop come. Then I'll have more pawns.
That's what I thought actually. On stream that you must have missed that this.
Yeah. Yeah, the pawn pick is what I miss. The calculation.
Okay, so let's go ahead because everything else I think you did the best you could. The next point was here.
Okay.
When you picked this knight.
Yeah.
Did you think that at this point you may have this move? Did you think you have this move?
Let's take it back. It's a checkmate.
That's a checkmate, yes. So it before.
Yeah.
Okay, before sacrificing. So you did. So this is what's this is the best move by the engine, by the way.
Yeah, I picked rook pick. Okay, I thought I will draw. I'll draw like that. Then pick. Then here. Then queen c7. I thought here I will draw. We had no enough whatever. So play. b5. It's losing. Then he play exactly that same move. Then I play queen c4. Check path. Then queen c4. Pick. I think here is draw. That's why I'm saying it's drawing.
Ah,
It's drawing here. I managed to draw.
so the move is actually just play this move.
Actually, I'm blundered by playing h6. It's a draw. Even here, I was confident he can't win. Yeah, he played exactly there, king there.
Ah,
Then
this is a
bishop there.
blunder. This is a blunder.
Still fine. It's still fine. It's still
No, it
fine.
is not. It is not control. You see, the idea is your king comes faster. Your king is faster now.
Okay. Then he come there. That's the only move. Then attack. Oh, actually, and then play f5 before. Play f4 before you put the pawn.
Play?
Yeah, f4. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. But
wow,
my thinking was different. Yeah, actually, I thought I'm drawing here after this move. After this, this.
And you are drawing, guys.
Yeah.
That's why Panchol is Panchol. No, you have an engine, you can't figure it out. Wow.
Here, I play this exactly. Then we play king here. I play king here. Exactly the same move. And then, okay, the move order is different, but I play there. Then king here. I push.
You push
this. I push the pawn.
You push the pawn first.
Yeah. No, I push later on. After that. Right there.
Let me see, where is the cursor?
I don't think I push the pawn.
Let me see, one moment.
But it's still fine, even though I push the pawn. Let's push the pawn.
One moment, let me see. Let's go this. Okay. There we go. Okay.
What did I play?
You played
the pawn?
Okay.
Then you play here. Then I play king.
Now,
I think I'm still is drawing here.
No, you're not.
I think I will draw.
No, you're not.
The move I miss in this position is this. I will draw.
You see, the difference is.
What will you do here?
No, even that doesn't work.
What will you do?
The difference is Panchol, with the pawn on c4.
It can be defended by king.
No, with the, yeah, you see here now the king can come here. Yeah, which
the king can come to d3, which is the key square.
And you need that square. You need to bring your king to d4. Okay, so that's the difference. All right.
Okay.
Well done. I think it's. But Lenny says good to see Panchol. You know. Show me who's game here.
But after here, I think I'm still okay. The human move here, then king here. What will you do?
He defends.
How?
I can look at the line.
No, then play there. Exactly.
Yeah.
Defend the pawn.
I defend the pawn.
After defending the pawn, you play here. I want to use my head without engine. Play h5.
Let me remove the engine. Let me remove the engine.
Yeah. Play h5. Yeah. That's what I want to do. What will you do? That's what my thinking. I think I can still draw here. For human being, it's hard to. So that's what I was thinking. Even though the computer say I'm losing, I don't know from that position.
Okay, if I come here.
Okay, I have king him.
Came here.
Yeah.
Why is it not moving? But the idea is I want to bring my bishop here.
Okay. No, I'll bid.
You'll do what?
Okay. I play here. You play your bishop there. Then put engine. Let's do with the engine if it's going to work. Then play here. That's what I want to play.
But it's not, I don't know why it's not moving. Analysis. Why? Who knows what we need to do here for this to move? Do you have internet? No, do you have internet?
Anyways, I go to let me go relax.
No internet access, you don't have internet, that's a problem.
Okay.
All right, Pancho, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Oh, the phone has gone off. Oh.
Hey. Hey, what's up?
Well done. Oh, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I don't know what will happen. We'll see. Depends on how long it has been.
No. Even the way it was the last class, even the way it was calculated,
Yeah, because it's trying
it
to
was
be
doing in a hard way. We were doing puzzle without moving pieces.
No. It's
And
already
it's
on.
able to see move
But
like
there's
two
a
move,
section
three
that
move
we're
without
discussing with control.
moving pieces.
That as it is not.
That is show that the visualization.
So I'm trying to figure out
increased.
why the internet is not.
The visualization increased it. So you can see move. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry about that. It's my fault because
The computer is telling me I'm supposed to draw.
charger for this.
And I cannot get a computer move.
So nimedoea.
Even me, I thought I will draw. Even me, I thought I will draw. But at one point, I decided to be greedy. So there was a human move. Even the computer is saying it's still losing. But
you recording? You're recording yourself?
Yeah.
See what happens when you go to the DTT.
No, it was a hard one.
It's a fight one. Yes, you have harvested a lot of
We get like a guest.
Oh.
But so it's basically, but you can sit here for
No,
a
no,
guest.
no. Not good. Not good. I don't want to lose. Actually, I don't want to lose.
Can you give them yeah, please.
No, I don't want to lose.
You check this one.
Hey. Sure.
Yes.
Let me check who am I playing. Let me give a fight again. I'm okay. Yeah? Yeah? I thought I will get a draw. Let me see how much I've lost. I still have 12. Let me increase this 12 with some other thing. I think I'm meeting with a strong person. This Chitundu guy, I can't play in a tournament. I can't play without playing Chitundu. Yeah. I don't know why. But let me beat Chitundu and win the tournament.
No, carry on. What's up?
I was sitting there close to
No. That one, they're gonna catch me on that one, not now. What are you trying to raise money for? What are you raising money for?
Yeah. Thank you.
So let me see what you raised so far.
Hey,
I'm not gonna be your
how is
first
the
guy.
tournament? You came.
You're not playing?
Oh, I thought you were playing.
It has.
You
It's
came
okay.
to
But
give
we'll
support.
just restart the stream.
You came to give support.
Yeah.
That's nice. Melanie.
I don't. We just restart the. I don't know whether the old one is there. I don't know where it starts, but it's taken so long. I'll have to restart. No problem at all. No worries. But I should have gotten a
Hey, good. Hey, how is the tournament so far with it?
Yeah.
It's on round 5.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, That's it. Yeah, you can sit here. Okay. The fifth one is still playing. How many does he have now?
Anyway, just as well,
Hey.
it gives us a chance to.
Yeah,
Gives us a chance to start a new stream for the final round.
out of 4 or out of 5, you lost the fifth one.
Sasa.
Yeah.
Nafikiri imeenda.
That's it.
By then, we had 3 to 5.
Under 11.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
Kujaribu jo.
Hey, this thing are hard. Okay, well, lines for me is okay. I can still come.
Sorry?
Physical is still fine.
Yeah.
All of them, but not all the time I can come. Like we can do one physical, one online. Like that. Like Sundays. We have few on Sundays.
This is just HDMI only.
Because on Saturday you may be playing tournament. Let me beat Chitundu, then I go home. Get 5, then I see how to fight tomorrow.
No, I don't think it's better. I think Maswanda is a different line.
Gulba dade. I don't know when you told you what the Alvin one. Gulba man ka Gulba. Koi to no. Gulba man ka Gulba le. Inga ramba ni dum de. Dum de ramba ni. Okay. Huh? Mm. That I don't. Eh, yeah. But I have. It was hard. I thought it was a draw, but it happened. Let me just get them.
Actually, what I did was I was
No, they like it. Chanamar, let me take back. Let me take it back. They don't. You are going there.
That's a good setup. Thanks, Jose.
Victor? Sorry, I took yours.
There's something underneath. Oh, yeah, this is okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
This is what I want, like. Because we do this. That's what I want. Because I have like everything. That's the one.
But if you get that, you must get this.
Capture card. Well, it's not a must to have a capture card. As long as you have a converter. Have a converter. Have a converter. It's not a must to have a you can use a converter.
Quality.
Still remain. Most of the live stream. Nobody I'm on the live stream 4K level.
I'm getting 4K in.
4K in. Output.
1080. There's a difference.
Are you recording? So you'll post later.
But it's 1080.
Select search. Now the case, you can do a lot.
Hopefully.
What I think